Welcome back. We're in Abia State, Nigeria's southeast region, where the government is discussing ways of tackling gully erosion and its steady destruction of roads in the state. Across the 3 senatorial zones of the state, the devastating threat on the farmlands has also become a source of concern, not to mention the hardship on road users. Our next report takes a look at the impending danger of gully erosion and what the state government is doing about it.
This is Umuledi village in Old Umuahia South local government area. The people here are predominantly traders and farmers. Residents are however apprehensive of the threat that gully erosion poses. The farmland here is gradually giving way.
During the rainy season, actually, to cross this place actually is a problem. Sometimes actually the erosion actually caves into the major road.
At times, we are afraid of the erosion. Sometimes the erosion wants to take away the road.
The state government, however, says it has not folded its arms. An erosion control and land reclamation project scheme has been flagged off to tackle the damaging effect of erosion. Using the Umuledi site as a pilot project, the scheme will cater for other erosion sites across the state, which are scattered around some local government areas.
I therefore, on behalf of myself and the government of Niger State, cut this step, flag up this project, and to say it is for the glory of God. On that I call this step.
Work has started at the Umuledi erosion site, and while the state government says the capital involved is huge, the residents simply cannot hide their joy.
This valley you have seen today is 114 years. So it didn't start today. And the way the job is being done has to be something you do once and for all. It's not something after another thing will happen here. So it's capital intensive.
We thank God, we are grateful that He was able to come and start this great work to make this place more tolerable. I'm proud of Ochenzo, our governor.
Thank you very much.
And the people of Umuledi, we appreciate him so much.
While the state government partners with the Federal Ministry of Environment to tackle erosion threat, it is appealing to the people to avoid habits that would worsen the situation, such as excavation of soil as well as incessant and indiscriminate cutting of trees.
We're still in the southeast. Members of Umuike kindred of Umuahia village in Anambra State are up in arms against Awka South local government area authorities. They're protesting what they say is illegal encroachments into their communal land by the local government. According to the elders of the land, the over 118 hectares has been the property of the 3 families that make up Umuike kindred for years. Our community report tonight examines the face-off between the government and the community over the ownership of the land.
Now you're talking.
This is Umuahia village in Awka South local government area of Anambra State, known for its serenity. But recently, there has been a growing tension in Umike, one of the communities in the locality, due to the presence of this bulldozer. It has left in its trail tales of war and anger resulting in a protest. However, at the core of the upheaval is this expanse of land allegedly owned by the 3 families that make up the Umike community, inherited from their forefathers.
Umuahia, the village where we come from, is the first village in Awka. So we inherited it. We are here before other parts of Awka came. That's why we own all these lands. And we are so civilized from time that we decided to plan it to make it a layout so that people wouldn't jump into it as they like. Every document about this layout is here.
But the local authorities claim the land was duly acquired and necessary compensation paid.
The land in question belongs to Akasa local government. And that land was properly acquired by the state and local government sometimes in 1989 or thereabout. After that, an abattoir have already been built on that place. Compensation have been paid to the families that owns land there. Now, after the abattoir have functioned for some time, because of the difficult terrain in accessing that particular the particular abattoir, as at that time, most of the butchers there are relocated.
While the ownership tussle is not abating, accusation and counter-accusation continue to be the order of the day.
He has been taking our family land by force. We are not in support. We are totally against it. If you go there, you will see a well-built abattoir. But that abattoir has been cannibalized by one chief, Delimo Okafo, because he wants to sell the land that belongs to the government.
They should keep off our land, and we will articulate the damages done so far. They have to pay heavily.
The elders of the community are crying out for the intervention of Governor Willie Obiano.
There's one information I want to give you, to tell you that no land here is acquired. 3 days before P2B left, he signed this acquisition on 14th day of March 2014. He signed this acquisition to acquire this stadium. This stadium. This is the only acquisition here, and is with agreement with the owners of the land. We are calling on Obiano to intervene.
Property and crops have been lost, while the community is still at daggers drawn with the local authority. Perhaps the quick intervention of the state governor might forestall further breach of peace.
Etisola, now your talk.
Well, back here in Lagos, petrol tanker drivers have made a commitment to remove all trucks parked along Apapa area within 7 days. They made this promise when Governor Babatunde Fashola visited the area and complained about the indiscriminate parking blocking major portions of the road. The governor also inspected construction work at Mile 2 and also attended a Ramadan lecture.
Muslim faithful gather again for another Ramadan lecture, organized to remind them of the relevance of the period they describe as holiest.
Our religion has suffered a number of distortion and misrepresentation. We must resolve today to use these periods of the Ramadan to return to the original ideals of Islam, the wonderful religion of virtue and compassion.
Even as the Ramadan commences, the work of governance continues. For Lagos State Government, the network of roads is a major priority, and that is why Governor Babatunde Fashola and his team are in Mile 2 to see the level of work there and also find out the cause of heavy traffic.
If you look at it, people are trading on the road. So that's the biggest problem. Work is also going on the same road. Now that's going to cause traffic.
From Mile 2 to the Apapa area, Governor Fashola is not pleased with the manner in which petrol tanker drivers occupy a major portion of the road, constituting nuisance to the area.
As you are doing business, right, leave one lane. Control your men. That can be impossible. Last man does not need to come. I've told you people, do more business at night. It's easier.
But the tanker drivers appear on the defensive.
The roads are so bad. Who damaged the road? Is it not you? This is a side lane. Yes. What's wrong with parking here?
You are just, this is just this.
No. What's wrong with parking here? And leaving this place open.
We are blocking all these people here.
Why are you not blocking anyway? Is there anywhere you are not blocking? So don't try to excuse your non-compliance. Are you not? Leave one lane. But I can actually tell you to leave this place. You're not being responsible and reasonable with us here. I have to choose between you and the citizens, and I will choose the citizens. You must give me something.
The commitment is that.
Now,
by the grace of God, I will be.
No, it's not God. Don't bring God into it.
But it's you. I'll get back.
No. You have to give me a commitment here. So let's start. So we begin to measure. Okay.
In the next 1 week.
1 week.
Yes.
I'll be back on Sunday, and I hope that from tomorrow we begin to see some improvement.
A promise has been made, and in a week from now, we may find out whether or not it has been kept.
And now to the arts. Joseph the Dreamer was staged at Terra Culture in Lagos, a play performed on the sidelines of the International Day of the African Child, encourages children to dream big. On Art Review tonight, we take a look at this performance at Terra Culture in Lagos.
The Day of the African Child has been celebrated on June the 16th since 1991, when it was first initiated by the Organization of African Unity. It honors those who participated in the Soweto uprising in 1996 on that day. It also raises awareness of the need to improve the education of the African children.
Welcome to the story of Joseph, son of Jacob. We begin our story in the great outdoors of Canaan, where Jacob is having a business meeting with his 12 sons.
As CEO, I must congratulate you for your continuous efforts.
To make this day more memorable and probably encourage the children that everything good will surely come, the Bold Seed production crew has invited a crowd to Terra Culture to enjoy the biblical story of Joseph.
How do we get rid of Joseph? Brothers, idea is need, 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 idea is need. Kill the boy, kill Joseph. Yes. Kill the boy, kill Joseph. Yes. Kill the boy, kill Joseph. Yes. Kill the boy, kill Joseph. Friends, look. There he comes.
I'm my father's favorite child. I'm my father's. Kill the boy. Kill the boy.
So, the brothers ganged up to kill Joseph. There's nothing that makes one mad.
It's a familiar story about a young man who dared to dream big to the envy of his brothers who sold him into slavery.
Greetings for the Most High, John. Me greet myself, Naphtali. I'm my brethren there.
For a moment, he stumbled on good fortune as a servant in a wealthy man's household, but it was short-lived when he didn't respond to his mistress's advances as she cooked up a story that put him behind bars.
The two dreams means the same thing. That there will be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine, and Egypt will no longer be remembered as a land of abundance. Pharaoh now needs to find a wise man to put in charge so this doesn't happen.
I think I can sleep again. Joseph, now, this last piece of advice I am going to give to you is probably the most important of all. You need to learn to forgive, okay? When someone trespasses against us, hurt us, or offend in us, we need to forgive so that when we offend God, He will forgive us.
For the organizers, the idea behind reliving this tale is to educate and inspire the audience through drama and create memories for children that will last a lifetime.
Is it really true?
Oh, come on, brother!
Still ahead on the news at 10, Novak Djokovic ends his Grand Slam drought by beating Roger Federer in a thrilling Wimbledon final. That's in sports news. Please stay with us.